make this thing make sense to some of you lot that probably don't understand why I'm complaining. Okay, when I was staying in that same ward, no other nurses forced us to keep our curtains opened. We could keep our curtains open if we wanted to, we could keep them closed. Those were the only nurses that forcefully made us keep our curtains open. And even when I moved to the second ward that I stayed in during that hospital stay, I was allowed to keep my curtains closed at all times. Even when they were doing the breakfast rounds, they asked if I wanted to have my curtains opened or closed. And every other time I have stayed in a hospital, which has been often in previous years, I have never in my life ever encountered nurses that made us forcefully keep our curtains open. The last thing you want to do when you're unwell is to sit with other people that are just as unwell or probably even more unwell than you are. You don't want to stare at anybody. You don't want to interact with anyone when you're unwell. That's the last thing you're thinking about. But unfortunately, I didn't register that until a few days ago. And mind you, I was in hospital last year now, back in like May, June. So it's been months since that's happened. Can you imagine? I would have had to have my curtains open all day. But luckily, during that day, I was moved to the second ward. So I can't even imagine how confused the person who would have replaced me in that ward cubicle would have been. Because that's just weird behavior. It's so weird.